Do you need a Xanax?
Davner, I need you to roll a d20 for me and make a wisdom save, please. Wake up from your night, from your rest, and you hear just an echo the memories of the dreams you had the night before. Hours and hours over and over again of watching your sister die. Right in the last run through before your mind woke up, you see as she turns and looks at you for the first time. Her eyes filled with a fire. Brother?
Ankle sit up and yawn and graze his dragon mark and his Mr. Mark and just look over his shoulder and say, "Are we gonna try and train today, Rowan, or?"
Depends. Are we going to hit the catacombs as soon as possible to figure out what the heck is going on?
Yeah, I think that's more important.
Morning bacon, and then we solve whatever the fuck is going on in this city.
How are the burns on my head?
There are some pretty apparent sort of like line scars going across your forehead now.
I feel like shit. Not my quaff.
Roll over and start crawling towards Tunuk on his bed. Reach out and grab his hand. Focus on his ring. Well, Tunuk, so I don't have to think about this later, and your ring is empty. Hey, I'm gonna give you the ability to haste yourself. It'll make you a little stronger, possibly a little faster, and you'll hit a little bit more.
I can't remember still why it was empty. I swear there was nothing better than hitting something and hitting it more.
Right. You might want to roll on over to Akron and get that topped up, and she's gonna glance over at Akron, shoot him a wink, and then roll back over to Rowan.
You need something put in that ring of yours, right?
Well, I mean, whatever healing spells were in there are gone now.
About 20 minutes. We can do it the old-fashioned way, really quick, Ink. And then Rowan's going to roll out of bed and then roll into a push-up form and start doing push-ups because it is actually breaking tradition and safety of the party if Rowan doesn't work out in the morning. So,
All right.
so
Is this
Rowan's
like
going to start doing push-ups.
Rowan's morning coffee.
Ankle start doing push-ups too then.
Get that testosterone and adrenaline flowing.
Don't forget to fully extend. That one didn't count. Don't be lazy with it.
A real big bad in this campaign.
It's what's for dinner.
Is the high cholesterol that we're all gonna have in like 3 years of living.
This is a long.
Oh man, diabetes
This is a long
awaits.
con by the house to get us all fattened up. So when we die, it just eats us.
Right.
Anyway,
Rowan's going to tuck the egg in with the little sheet, still trying to keep it a little warm.
Okay.
It's going to kind of step back and then like look at it and tilt his head back and forth. It's not a chicken egg.
She's gonna ruffle his hair. Oh, aren't you going to be such a good dad? Look at you, taking good care of your not a chicken egg.
It's probably just going to observe the slate more.
You reach down and you're like, I wish I could just like pinch, and you like move your fingers slightly wider, and it does immediately like zoom in.
Oh, well, that's a neat little feature.
I was going to tell Butler.
Mhm.
They're going to take us to the artificer.
Okay.
Should gesture to Amara to get in.
She's getting in and she's like rummaging through her bag. So depending, Akron, what the artificer has, and you no longer have the helm, possibly I have some boots. I've got a ring you could probably take, but hopefully he has something better than just this for you.
we will see. The boots sound like they may be a good idea. They are a boots of speed. Was that correct?
Boots of speed. She's gonna pull him out and put him in his chest. Like, here you go, just in case you need him. Just slip him right on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That'll do.
You do pull across the city and you get to the point where the artificer was or is. You walk in the door and there are a couple of people who are walking in and out, and there seems to be sort of like a really irritated couple coming out. It's terrible. It's utterly disgusting. Just angry Karen walking out the front door.
He's just gonna offhandedly just shake his head as he passes.
There is a young boy at the counter. Yes, Can I help you?
Aw.
Can I help you? What's up?
Yeah, last time.
Welcome to my shop.
Thank you. Last time we were here, we were looking for there was a crystal that had a map.
Couple minutes. He does like pull a small gem out. Is this what you were looking for? You're looking at this crystal and you cannot for the life of you remember who showed it to you. 800 gold.
800 gold.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a crystal with a map in it, so I wouldn't expect it to be cheap.
Yeah,
But there's a map in it?
well, that's what we were looking for.
Yeah.
A crystal with a map in it. So if you're not sure if there's a map in it,
Aren't you supposed to be an artificer? You want me to
Yeah.
identify it so you know what it is? Or are you just going to stick it in the slot and jam it in?
Stick it in.
Stick it in, jam it in.
I'm sorry.
yes.
Could you pay for that first, please?
Again.
But you don't know
it's-
what it is.
Yeah.
I have a business to run.
Hmm.
Could you please pay for that first?
Wouldn't you want to know what you're selling so we know that we're not getting ripped off?
I don't know what I'm selling at all. I just have a store and I sell things.
So I could go, here's a shoe, 1 platinum, and be like, yeah, I really want that shoe. Here's 1 platinum. What does
Yeah.
it do?
No.
I don't know.
He like turns the box that he has over and there's a price on it. He goes, there's a price on it.
All right, let me get a
I
marker.
want-
I'll
I
write
want
a
the
price on my.
price.
Yeah.
We're being extorted by this one little
I
kid.
know, right?
I will
Highway
note
robbery.
I will note that this is like a 9-year-old.
Does this 9-year-old have a wooden leg by any chance?
Starts crying. It's I don't know.
Hey, look, no harm done. And he'll take 80 platinum out of his jacket and just put it on the table.
No.
Paid him.
I paid for the shit that you picked up! Don't fucking get on me for this!
The problem isn't the money. Doesn't know, like, we're forgetting shit.
And
This
he like
kid-
takes the money.
Is
Ew.
an expert negotiator, and that's how he's rich.
Right. Suck it up, child. And she's just gonna turn around and leave. I can't deal with this shit. Fucking crying kid over here.
It's like
When
and he
Mara-
like takes the money and puts it into a bag and like puts it away.
What is this about a kid running the store? Because I was there. I interacted with the shop owner before.
Right, get this. A child, like a wee little guy, runs this alchemy store, doesn't know what items.
Artificer.
Oh, artificer store. He doesn't know what things are, what they do, just has prices on them. So expensive, doesn't know what it does. I just wanted to identify it, and he started to cry, wailing. I'm telling you, I fucking can't.
That bad, huh?
Ew, it's so gross. He's like crying and snorty and ugh.
You're not good with
This is
kids,
where
are
I
you?
aim to get this staff created.
A 9,
Yeah.
you're gonna have not a child made your staff.
That
And-
kid wouldn't know. There's no way in hell that kid made a staff. That guy didn't even know what the hell he was selling.
yeah.
Oh,
Are you
that's okay.
are you sure your staff works?
Something doesn't make sense. I remember a kid, but I didn't interact with him.
You don't remember the artificer, but you start to put pieces together. People are disappearing. They're being forgotten. You don't remember who this person was. You don't remember how you even came here or why you came here. You know that something has happened here.
You guys remember a boy. You guys never once mentioned a boy running the shop.
Well, no. I just remember him being here. Like I said, I never interacted with him, but I
But I
cannot
feel like-
remember who I bought this staff from.
You guys would have mentioned a boy artificer running a shop.
He would
You
be
guys-
a boy wonder.
If we're trying to explore something and we can't even rely on our memories from like a half hour ago, I'll put it in and see what it propagates.
The glowing light that has been emanating beneath the map of the city is more intense now. And you see a new series of words activate. Breach of the chamber. Retaliation activated.
Retaliation. Oh my
Protect all.
god. All right. Does anybody remember Pierce and us talking about a ship
Yeah.
earlier?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Well, I think whatever this ship was, something got compromised, and we're being attacked by a defense system.
Oh, that's grand.
Where did the reaction come from?
Well, I mean, the glowing. Here, look, and I'll hold it like flat in front of me so like everyone can see. And like the glowing is a lot more apparent, and there's these entrances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Matthias
turns out, yeah.
has the amulet. That guy had one to get us through to help with traps. We probably need that.
A security system.
Yeah.
He mentioned that there was a defense that
Right.
it registered people.
Right.
We caused this?
We couldn't have.
We didn't use
could've.
the crystal. The
But-
amulet.
For most of it,
I did for most of it until
it could have just taken the one.
plot.
All it takes is for you to trip one security system and the guards are there. Take that from experience.
Who'd have thought one failed to save an NPC would cause all of this?
Amara, you start thinking all of this through, and you hear Tanook as he says, "Who'd have thought one failed, the ability to save one failed NPC person would
Amara
lead to so
suddenly
much?"
gains meta sense and hears an
And
out
you-
of character statement.
You sort of laugh to yourself slightly, and then you remember something. When you mentioned a name to Matthias, and he looked at you and said, "Who?"
Oh shit.
Mm.
Fuck. Yeah, we should probably
Do you
go.
get it?
Started it. We
she's-
started it.
She's going
Oh,
to
son of a
put
bitch.
another mark on the back of her hand. We're responsible, I think. I think we caused this all. You remember, Ink, when we were laughing, we were like, yeah, that guy's really dead, and we were telling Matthias about the nice, sweet god captain.
Yeah, it's not so funny anymore.
Yeah. Well,
It
No,
seems
what
like
I'm
it's
saying
back.
is that we came in direct contact. We came close.
Like we
Too close.
fought it.
Right.
And Akron,
Or it just yes.
with Rowan saying that and bringing that up, you feel something click into place with your intelligence check. Why is it eating people?
Yeah, why would it be eating people? It doesn't make much sense to me.
That's
Wonder why
Yeah,
no one's
that's not-
stationed out here.
Rowan's gonna go inside
Okay.
and draw his swords.
Okay, you walk up to the front door, you draw your swords. Just inside the doorway, there are a couple more guards there are a couple guards situated there. They do turn and look at you. Beacons, how may we be of service to you today? What's going on? And they note your sword out. Is there a problem?
Is everything okay?
Of
Here.
course.
One of the
Is there? Have you heard of something going on?
There was no guard outside. We just
We
figured
thought
that
there was a breach.
Oh, I believe we just had a shortage of men this morning, and no one went out there.
we need Matthias.
I
Man, I keep
would
going
like to
into
go to the
crevice.
infirmary and see if we can restock on potions there. If we let her know that we're in a deep shit, maybe she'd be.
You know where the
Is-
infirmary is. You could do that.
Rowan will go with her.
The rest of you are all waiting as Matthias begins descending the stairs, and Tunok, Davner, you guys, where's Amara and Rowan?
they went down to
Oh,
the
hello to
the
you too,
infirmary.
Matthias.
I said Akron.
Oh, did you? I didn't.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Amara and Rowan, you get down the stairs to the infirmary. You open up the door, and there standing just inside is a tall half-elf looking individual.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. May I be of assistance to you?
Oh, I was looking for Ton's wife.
Who?
Everyone's gonna look to
The-
Amara.
the sassy female in charge here.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Amara, as all of you have started to have this discussion and pull things together, you get downstairs looking for someone. You walk in, and that is not the person who's supposed to be here. You have a very brief mental flash of a woman with red hair, and then nothing else. But you do know that someone is gone.
Ron's gonna put his head down.
She's gonna mark her hand. So we're in a lot of deep shit, and we're looking
Okay.
we're on a mission for Matthias. If you have any spare healing or something that would help protect the psyche, if you have any potions available that could help.
You're the beacons, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. Let me see what I can pull together. He does eventually come back with just like an array of like potions set up. I don't know who made these. I don't recognize that name. Anyway, and he sets those potions down for you. And he reaches down, he picks up 7 vials, small little vials, and he reaches down, he picks up a letter. Who is a Mar? A Mar?
Amora, that's me.
These are for you, I think. I don't recognize. And he hands 7 little vials over to you, and each one is marked POS.
Do you mind if I read that note?
Can make that decision.
Good.
In the letter, you see an almost erratic level of writing. Beacons, you and yours are cordially invited to dinner with me and my lover. We would be happy to have you. It would honor us if you would bring yourselves on the next Tuesday. Right after that, oh God, it's here! It's watching me! I can't look away! Then it says, you would be, of course, letting us know what your dietary refinements are and concerns. My love always eats pretty much anything she wants. It would honor us truly if you came. She's going to let you know soon about various. It's only when I'm looking at it. I can only see it then. Finally, yours with love. Stop listening! Stop listening! Stop listening! And it ends there.
Ron's gonna do a sharp inhale and close it and smile.
Yeah, and she's gonna read through it.
The exact same thing,
Mm-hmm.
except at the very bottom of it, written in a handwriting that you recognize as Rowan's, it says, "It's staring at us."
Okay, and she's gonna take another on her hand.
You all seem to have had you all look stressed. What's going on?
Oh, don't worry.
Is
don't
this
worry.
investigation into the catacombs really like weighing on you? I understand. If you don't need to be there,
We can't
Paul
explain
is-
right now, Matthias, but it's a lot.
We'd
Ron's
actually
putting the
prefer it, to
vials-
be honest
Is
with you.
happening.
Begins. Read this letter. There's vital information we need to remember.
Matthias walks up and goes, Can I read that? What's going on?"
Well, this is kind of it, and I'll hand him my note with all the names on it.
Matthias, did you station a guard outside today?
No. If we didn't do that, though, that would have been a
breach of protocol.
lax. Yeah, they should have had someone out there. Is there another uprising happening? Is
No.
It's-
it
No.
that dickhead? Is he trying to...
Matthias,
No.
listen. We love you like a family because you're basically family now that we're bound together. I don't
I'm honored by that.
think we can help you sort through this right now. Or unless you're going to come with us down to the catacombs. and then we can get you fully up to speed. While she's talking, she's going to take her pen, and on each person's forehead, starting with Rowan, is look it in the eyes. Don't look away.
Ink has to take his.
I'll do it on your
flip up
cheeks.
his-
I'll do it on your cheek. It's not hidden. Look it in the eyes.
Okay.
Don't look away. There you go. I'm writing on everybody's face. I'm trying to protect you, and everybody's memories are being fucked with in some formal fashion. You will most likely forget.
And would I forget?
Exactly.
Of course. And he sits down for a second. He pulls up a notepad and starts writing on it, and he stops, and you see he's he breathes hard in, looking down. Oh, okay. I see what you mean now.
It's happening to your notebook too.
You're looking
And
it in the eyes.
he lifts up a notepad, and the notepad that he's looking on, and literally on the page that he's writing on, you see as he starts to write out Rowan, and then a little blurb, Akron, little blurb, and then all of a sudden it's at the window.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I'll flip open a page and show him my notebook too. That this is also happening to
Is
me.
he still
This is
keeping
creepy.
is he still keeping eye contact at the window?
He's not looking at the window anymore. He's looking at you.
Okay, she's gonna
I'm gonna
finish
look over at the window.
his notes.
Akron, make a perception check.
Playing a dangerous game right now.
You look at the window, and if it's dark, something is pressed against it.
Bro, I'm creeped out. I'm fucking creeped out.
You're looking at these vials, and you don't quite know what they are. Dip a pinky in, and it draws back, and there's a little drop on your finger, and you taste it, and for a moment you're looking at your friends, and their mouths are moving, and you hear no voices coming out.
Do you remember that sound? You heard it, Akron.
I did.
You heard it.
was hard to describe.
Is that what this is supposed to do? What is it, some kind of silencing potion or something?
Davner, you watch as this wall collapses away. Thing, its needlepoint teeth, bears backwards and looking directly at you. It is going to make an attack on you, Davner. As you see individual heads become swinging in, and it's going to attempt to bite and claw at you. And there is a creature with a mouth clamped onto Davner, and all you can really see is his torso is almost completely engulfed by this head as his feet are planted on the ground. You are able to resist being swallowed.
Oh damn.
Whew.
Davner, you're like, fuck! And you immediately sort of try and break out of the mouth, and you are no longer currently restrained as the mouth pulls backwards. Tunuk, you're looking up, and you see as this creature, multiple heads are just rising up through the ground, up into the sky, and there's currently 4 heads staring at you, mouths opening as if they are saying or singing something, moving back and forth almost in a pulsive beat.
Bonus action will be to use my ring and expend that use of haste on myself.
I'm great at forcing people to drink stuff. Haven't been
Okay.
arrested for it yet.
That's like your
Can-
signature move.
It is. I signature roofie my player.
Oh, what?
Huh?
You
Oh.
look at Matthias and go, "Hey, Matthias, here's your roofie colada."
Yeah.
And he's like, "What?" And you go, "Ah!" And, "Ah!" as you force a potion down his throat.
Bonus action, rage. Big surprise there.
I know I'm shocked.
Stunned. The world is stunned.
Oui, Rajay.
The roar
Then-
heard round the world.
Or well, not by us. We didn't hear shit.
You want to make a jump onto it?
Yeah, let's ride this
Okay.
son of a bitch. Let's just
As soon as you dig your claws into it and deal damage to it, you feel a vibration go up the neck of this thing, and you immediately take psychic damage.
Davner will release his arrow.
And also gonna use my heal.
As Davner's arrow slams into it, though, you take another, or 2d4 damage.
9 dabblage.
Dabblage?
Mm-hmm.
That's 9, okay.
Is that actually a word? I'm not being facetious.
Dabblage? Dabblage, yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Dab damage. And a draw cut with my scimitar. Yeah, then I'm gonna run up to the ceiling. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to run up to the ceiling.
Okay.
So I can get a better position on the heads.
Gonna see Tunik on the back of one of the heads, and he's gonna go, yeah, activate his Eldritch Claw tattoo. So Rowan is gonna stand right next up to Mara, and we get him and say, I don't have to get close to him, and then it's gonna throw his swords.
That is a 20, a 19 plus 1.
You are looking at this thing and looking down, and you see where like everything seems to come out of the ground in a single gigantic hole. And it occurs to you for the first time, this may be one part of a much larger creature.
Okay, so I'm gonna step back farther into the hall,
Mhm.
squeezing back around Amara, and then I'm going to cast a teleport circle back to the house.
I'm going to reach into my vest
Okay.
in desperation. I'm going to draw one of the cards in my pocket.
I am here for it. The Jack of Hearts or the Knight card. In all of this craziness, in all of this insanity, you feel a pull at your heart. You recognize a feeling that you're not sure of and a desire to reach in. You reach into your pocket and you place your hand on a small leather case inside of your jacket. Turns into light and color in your hand. Around you, you hear the sound of metal on metal. The two knight statues that were in Matthias's office. They walk through the doorway almost as if no one is even standing there. Just 1 minute there, the next minute at your side. And you get a sense that it is at your orders. I will allow everyone to run into the portal if they want. You exit into the main sorceress room that has been sort of the sleeping quarters of Akron, and find yourselves returned home. As all of you take your chances and grab the papers and begin to write down your angry comments, your curious speculations, your statements about what the fuck was that?
Seeing it just constantly replicate, I was like, oh, this is a fucked up battle.
Yeah, I was like, okay, at what point are we gonna give up? And then I was finally, when Matthias gave that weird look, I was like, okay, Davner needs to go.
That's why I got myself positioned at the doorway so early, because I was like, if we need to get going, I want to be in a spot where I can get into be in cover and start circling shit.
I
Ow,
was
I smacked my
one.
finger on my pop filter.
I have 24 HP left, so like there's a good chance that Davner would have just been like, "Hey, I'm here, Chinook," and then just fallen unconscious.
It goes limp.
Because all of you have about 4 hours until your deafness wears off.
Somewhere. We're going somewhere.
We're gonna sit in a corner and cry. Just ball like a meteor
Fetal
about to strike the house.